Welcome, Nick. Nick Fragkias. Welcome today, and thank you for joining us. Congratulations, you are a finalist in the well-entitled Extraordinary Contribution During the Pandemic category of the NLP Awards, 2022 Awards. So first of all, congratulations.
Thank you. It was extraordinary already. I don't have it in my body because it was an idea and it came to that. So
It's wonderful.
I want to talk about that.
Well, I'm lucky. I mean, we don't choose the finalists. We just facilitate the process. But I do have your application in front of me, and I'd like to read you a bit of what it says. It says, as soon as the global pandemic began here in Greece, Nick and his DES team, Basia, Manica and more, created a voluntary action to support online people that needed mental support and empowerment during the first days of the quarantine. He offered us supervision and mentoring sessions so as to organise our voluntary sessions. So hearing about, that's just a very small part of the application, hearing that, do tell us a bit more about this and the work that you do that led to this nomination.
Okay, I will take it from the idea. The idea, it was, we heard about the COVID and the closure, and we had all that situation in that time. The most of us, we are worried about what we do with our jobs and all. The first thing of survival mode and what happened, we don't know how to. We had an idea, and I said, okay, we are not working for the next 6 months. Let's change the state. Let's reverse our energy, and let's do what we want, each one. And it was not the central idea from the NLP, from the heart, to create the antivirus, mind antivirus. And the next day, we came up and we talked, the most of us, and we said, let's create something for the people. It's good for us, all NLP coaches, the most of them years on the field, some others new, but no one, and me as a psychologist and other partners that I have, no one has faced that kind of situation before. So in order to feel safe about ourselves and create that hope, because we do many surveys the first 2 weeks, because before we create the program that we will follow and train our coaches, we did surveys with the people, the first impacts that they have from that info. We create supervision teams. We had psychologists for further help to these people, and we create a program for people 22 to 55 that they work at the same time. They are parents, and they have so many things around, and they need a calibration. They need to come in touch with the resilience, the trust, the behavioral flexibility. And yes, for us, it was our first thing, without doing too much, as we did after the 2 months that we ran the project, because it's still working until now that we talk in lower pace. Yes, they happen too many things: trainings, supervisions, sessions with a therapist, because we do 2 sessions to shift a little bit the mind of a person, and some people 3. If some people, they needed more help, we had the psychologist to move forward. it was it was amazing, really. I'm still going into that operation and that outcome, and how we saw the people, the differences. We had videos, uh, because for us it was, we try every time to find some data and researches, to say to the people that the NLP works.
Yes.
We had it there. We had it there on a video with people that they didn't know NLP, how they change, and how the most of them they send emails or they are near.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Sorry, I put.
No. Well, we know NLP is amazing. So, as I said, I have your nomination here, and again, some of what's been written is how it's impacted on people that you've been supporting, and so one person wrote, "I have been supported by the supervisions," and then another one says, "I didn't need supportive psychotherapy to confront the pandemic crisis." And then someone else said how much this had helped by creating the bond that has been created amongst the volunteers, which is just lovely. So when you hear those things, what does it mean to you to be nominated for this award?
For me, I don't know what is the specific of the nomination. For me, it's a huge hug because it was, it's a hug to my team. They did a great job, amazing job, professional job. They came back to me and calibrate me sometimes because they were, I don't know, and this is what we do for the people outside. We train. I believe this is our thing. Okay, when I can leave the family hug of how we create what we create, and we can take in that hug more people than us. It was valuable, and for me, the trust, the behavioral flexibility, not to think about. Fear, or we change them all at the same time as we do that work. We did that work. So a lot of level of calibrations in the different situations. Amazing, really. Amazing, amazing.
So, I mean, you've just mentioned a couple of things. What one thing in your work do you think is making the difference?
I don't know. I believe that always I'm aligned in my body and in my mind when I have a vision. So if I'm speaking with someone and I can I can help myself to bring a vision when I feel in that align. I need to see smiles. This is my need, really. I need to see smiles. So that thing makes me powerful.
Yeah.
When I have a smile, or if I know that I can create a smile, I still can't believe it. Okay.
That's so lovely. So, where would you like to see NLP and particularly your work in the future?
Okay, we have different protocols about NLP. So I don't know. I'm working two protocols in criminology and in business, in therapy, the last 20 years. I don't know. Whatever the people think, because the people, it's feedback for us. And if we take the feedback, we will find our way. I want to see more people to train in education, the new generations. What we are do some others, it's for the adults. But if we have that that thing from scratch, we will have a different world.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
it's not about my job. It's all our job. That But specifically in people that they are in edu, I really want to see NLP. I don't want to hear again the NLP. I have a vision to live in a world without people talking about NLP. This is something default. This is our reality. We don't need to talk about it. So
Just
yes,
happens.
yes, we do that. It happens.
Yes. That's a wonderful aspiration, Nick. Thank you. So, so again, thank you so much for joining me today. It's been so lovely to see you. And once again, congratulations on being a finalist in the Extraordinary Contribution During the Pandemic category of the 2022 NLP Awards. So we will be announcing the winners live virtually, or virtually live, on Friday the 13th of May. So so good luck with that. Thank you, Nick.
Thank you, and to the other finalists. And I believe all the nomination, they had something special there. So
Absolutely. We're very lucky to have such great works happening in NLP.